Here we go. Welcome, everybody.
Party.
Hello.
This is episode 2 of Cleary and Co.'s Catastrophe Prevention Cooperative. Our monster of the week, TTRPG actual play. We are so glad that you are here, presuming that you are, and if you are not, we're so glad that you're watching this on YouTube later. Our first episode is going to be up on YouTube, most likely later today. So if you don't know who these characters are and what already happened, you can get the full version there shortly. Oak Song Games on YouTube, just like on Twitch. Let's just briefly go about and reintroduce ourselves and who we're playing. I'm Connor, I use he, him pronouns, and I'm introducing my main character this session, so Foig, find out in game. Who's next?
All right. Well, I am the titular Cleary, Callaghan Cleary. My name is Kat, and I am looking forward to the shenanigans today.
And what pronouns do you use?
I use she, her pronouns.
Ooh.
Well, I guess I'll go next. Definitely. Hi, I'm Pride. I am playing Odysseus, otherwise known as Odie to their friends. Odie uses they, them pronouns. I use they, them pronouns, and also he, him pronouns, and she, her pronouns. And I've recently been experimenting with Zézer and Fair pronouns, just to expand my repertoire, gain more experience and levels in my gender journey.
Woo, gender journeys.
You're just adopting all of the pronouns.
Yep, they're all mine. Great name for TTRPG, gender journey.
Gender journey. Beth, who are you?
I'm playing Libby Evander, and my name's Beth. And yeah, let's have some fun. Oh, and I use she, they pronouns.
Yeah. Nora.
I'll do. I am Michelle. Oh, I'm Michelle. Pronoun she, her. And I'm playing Jack Blackwood. I'm a college student and really loves the paranormal. And his pronoun is he, him.
Fabulous. Nora, bring us on home.
All right, I am Nora. You can find me here and on the Cornfields and Kobolds podcast and on Otter Geekdom, as well as potentially future Let's Plays on this channel. Today, my pronouns are they, she. Today I am playing Everest Mount Everest Delaney. Pronouns they, them.
Fabulous. Also, in the crew of paranormal investigators who are on their way to Lodi, California, responding to a perhaps nothing, perhaps supernatural baked goods incident, is Hieronymous Bosch, the tortoise. As in our setting, there are talking humans and regular animals, and also talking animals, like per many Brothers Grimm stories. Hieronymus lives with, is the pet of Libby Evander, and is currently on Jack's motorcycle, which is parked. I'm not entirely sure of the physics of the tortoise staying on the motorcycle in the moving van, but I figure this isn't Hieronymus's first time being on a motorcycle without falling off. Probably a wise elder tortoise and or a reckless young tortoise. We will find out more about this. We had some conversations back and forth on the way over to Lodi last time, and we also have a little bit more investigation that Jack was going to get up to as he's finally able to get some undivided time with the notebook of potentially relevant case information that Ms. Cleary put together before she brought the group together at her house. So let's start off with Jack's investigate a mystery question en route.
Um, I mean, as we also the others investigate what sort of creatures it is, I think just to clarify and if needed be, what can hurt it?
Yes. Yes, interesting. So, regarding the baked goods, in question, according to sort of the classical Americana story of the gingerbread man, certainly being eaten. They don't seem to get tired. They can outrun pretty much anything, and seem to head in somewhat reckless directions. They are born in ovens, so you can probably cross off anything to do with fire hurting them. Certainly in a similar incident in the 1930s that Miss Cleary was able to get some bare bones information about, somebody brilliantly tried shooting them. And then the gingerbread individuals were a little bit more holy, but kept going just fine. They don't seem to have vital organs. They seem to have bread. So unless you're going to eat all of it, they just don't seem to stop.
Interesting.
Now, if there's something else behind the gingerbread individuals that needs fighting, you'll have to ask that question once you figure out about something else nefarious that's in the picture. So the drive from San Francisco across to Lodi is, one way to describe it is scenic. Another way to describe it is long. Let me get that up for us.
I would like to describe it as boring.
Would you now? Here we go.
Odie would probably describe it as a rather short trip overall.
So here we start out in San Francisco, California. And you're going along, heading over to the East Bay, going up along through a kind of a gap in the hills past Walnut Creek, up to Pittsburgh and Antioch, down again through Brentwood, and across. Actually, yeah.
Connor, I would full
Mhm.
screen the image. It's rather hard to see.
Sure. Whoosh. There you go.
It's a little better.
Yeah, and I think your most direct route is going to be heading up here and then across the 12. So this whole part of California is flat land that really, really would prefer to still be a marsh.
Pretty sure it still is a marsh. It's known as Antioch's known as the gateway to the Delta, and this is the Delta.
Yes. Let's see if we can get a better spot of a view here. You look like you might also be a building. No, there we go. Perfect. This is what you're driving through for like the last hour or so. This is the Central Valley. It is flat. It is so flat. It is very much remembering that it was an ocean and gradually figuring out how to return to being an ocean as we get our sea level rise. And then finally, you reach Lodi. Lodi is similarly flat. Quite flat. It takes a good maybe 10 minutes to drive through all of Lodi. There are various, there's a lot of wine theming up here. This is an inland outpost of wine country, sort of. And you know that the bakery in question is just a bit north of Turner Road. You know, so we'll place it somewhere around here. This is not a real bakery. But you can arrive at it regardless. One of the places that you pass by in those last couple of minutes before arriving is an elementary school. It is also flat and very residential. But you arrive at the bakery.
How
And
exciting.
this is a self-styled artisanal bakery. I believe that the name is Auntie's Artisanal Baked Goods.
Mhm.
And it appears to be closed.
Is there a sign on it, like saying closed for holiday or something?
Yeah, it says, it has the little closed sign that has the clock on it, but over the clock is pasted, be back Monday.
What day's today?
I believe today was Friday. I mean, Jack was getting ready for those Friday classes.
Interesting.
However, if you stick around a minute, and I assume that you do, you'll notice that there's definitely movement inside.
Alrighty then. Looks like there's someone in there.
I was
Indeed.
gonna
wants to
just
do
go
the
and knock
honors?
on the door.
You're gonna do the
Yeah, you
honors,
can
alright
just go
now.
knock on the door. If anybody's feeling of a more suspicious mind, they can read a bad situation, but that's completely up to you all.
I would love to be paranoid. Cal knows better.
Cal can be the paranoid one, yep. There's no immediate response to the knock.
So that is a 9 to read a bad situation.
Great. With a 9 on read a bad situation, ask me something. A 7 to 9 is a mixed success for those who are getting more familiar with the Monster of the Week system. In the case of read a bad situation, there's a set list of questions that Kat gets to choose from. And then we'll get a +1 ongoing if she's using that information to her advantage.
Yes, and knowing Cal, I'm just going to say, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah, you're going to notice off in the distance, middle distance, there is a sound of, well, there are kids playing, which in and of itself isn't that odd, but there's a little bit more shrieking than there should be. And there's definitely a "go away" that gets yelled out.
In that high-pitched voice?
Yeah, in a high-pitched voice of some description. Also, kitty. Cat break, cat break.
This is Baby. She is fluffy and has 2 brain cells, both of which are made of hair.
Increasing the fluffiness.
Here's
That
a
sounds
better
about
view.
right.
Boy's a baby.
He's a
So
fluffy
if you see a
baby.
massively fluffy tail, that's her.
One of our promises on this channel is that there will be cats. So.
Yes.
And occasionally dogs. But yes, it's a child!
Pets.
Someone in the chat said, it's a child!
Lots of pets.
The other thing that you will notice more intellectually than orally is that you were meeting your co-conspirator at the bakery. Where is he?
Oh dear. Where is he indeed? I am going to check out and investigate the shrieking.
Yeah,
We
you
know-
gonna
we know
communicate
it's
anything about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey, we should.
We know his name, right?
I rolled a 9, by the way, on Investigative Mystery as well.
You want to investigate?
I mean, read a bad situation.
Read a bad
sorry.
situation. Great. Yes. Thank you.
What's the best way in?
The best way in is definitely not going to be the front door. The front door is very locked. There's certainly going to be a back door. And if somebody is in there and doesn't want to get noticed, they probably went that way. It's also probably a bit more out of sight if you end up needing to engage in some picking of locks. Or you're going to get noticed here.
As Ren said in the chat, break it under time. Alrighty, friends, I believe it's time we head around the back, check out that back
Excellent.
entrance.
Okay,
I
so
think
what is Cleary communicating with the others about this information that she has learned first?
Yeah, so she's gonna say, hey, I don't know if you noticed, but I hear unusual children screaming. I'm going to go look at that.
Alrighty, I did not hear the children screaming, although if we're going in there,
Oh,
we might as well head around the back and see if that way's open and gives us a little bit of privacy.
the chance I might run into one of the gingerbread men. So I'm going to go see what I can find out.
Also,
All
I
right.
want to
What
say,
is anybody else doing?
yeah, Jack, even though it's not like something with the ghost or anything, but he's seen the bakery is locked and there's something inside. We saw some silhouette. He just pull his ghost tools equipment, kind of EMF, and just like check around the building. Go to the back.
Ooh.
Okay.
Check in to see if anything peaks.
If anything peaks.
Yeah, like with his ghost tools, like EMF versus and what's other ghost tools? I know mostly EMF meter, but well, he also have his camera.
There's also
Taking
the radio
pictures.
things that quickly go through the channels and like collects the sound.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like an investigate a mystery.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I have a plan as well.
Ooh. I'm gonna get everybody. I want to know what everybody's doing.
If there are people going around back, then Mount's also going around back.
Team player that way.
Well, I got experience because I failed. I got a 5.
Failure!
Our first experience point.
No,
The monster's
not
first
failure.
question on y'all.
Connor, do you want to explain what happens when you fail in this system?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's how you get experience. So failure is always a cause of celebration. But also when you fail investigating a mystery, the monster gets to learn something about you. So, I think that the monster would love to know, what is it going to do, Jack?
Like at this moment, what Jack's gonna do?
What's Jack's plan? What the hell is Jack all about right now?
Jack is probably trying to see who's inside the bakery, because he's looking around and that's where
Poking
he's
nose
trying
where it
to.
doesn't belong.
Which happened a lot.
Completely fine.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, probably like going the back, like through the windows.
Something strange and unusual here.
All right. Going to be attempting to break in. Cool. Great. That's fine. What's Libby up to?
I think Libby is actually going with Cal. I think
Okay.
that interest is also
Oh,
piqued
you splitting the
about
party
the
already.
chillets.
That's so wonderful of y'all. Okay, let's do it. So Mount Odie and Jack are at the bakery. Libby and Cal are going to try to figure out the child is shrieking.
Yeah, the bakery break-in squad versus the
Screaming Children Squad.
This is,
Actually, I think Mount goes around to the back, but seeing that there are 2 people there, actually wants to go with the children investigating squad because children being in trouble is more important than breaking and entering someplace.
That's very likely true.
To clarify,
that's okay.
there
Leave the
are-
troublemaker at breaking and entering.
there are kids screaming off that way.
It sounds like playful screaming, except there is a voice saying "Go away," which you didn't hear directly. Ms. Cleary only reported that she heard some a unusual kid noises.
Fair.
All right, so now I'm going to turn over control of the camera to the folks who are listening in. Do we want to see what happens at the bakery first, or at the riverside first?
They're talking about child stabbers.
Child.
So I
That may
assume
be
they
our
wanna talk-
answer if we want to figure out what's
That-
going on with the kids first. Is that the answer, y'all?
Kids!
Kids! Let's follow the kids group. All right. You're heading quickly away from these nice residential streets. So you're starting off at this sort of a spot. Link. Somewhere in this intersection, according to Google Maps, is a wine consultancy.
Okay.
But very quickly you are ending up in a much wilder sort of area against a there's a windy lake ringed with oaks, a rope that probably some older kids had set up for the jumping off of. And the kids haven't made it to the edge of the lake, the edge of the river yet. At least not all of them. There are 2 of them, look maybe around like 7, 8 years old, who are racing ahead, and there are another 2 who have stopped and are seen to be talking with an adult man who is has sort of middling light brown skin, black hair, and is dressed like this. He just has his hands up like this. No. You need to stay away. I would love to explain if you go away. Creep! Yells one of the kids.
Hey, what's going on here?
So, who wait. Is Odie in the kid following group?
Yeah.
Okay, I already forgot. Woo!
Yeah, I told Jack where the back entrance
So
was.
does
and I met
Odie
the
know
I'm
Miss Cleary's assistant?
I think we've been on it depends on how often Miss Cleary's assistant goes with Miss Cleary on a job.
Almost all the time.
Yeah.
Then yes.
Good bit.
Almost certainly.
Yeah, it's Lewis.
Lewis, what the hell is happening here?
Get them away from the river.
All right, kids, go on, get.
We're not gonna listen to you. You're not our
Kid, get before I call y'all parents.
parent. Looking Odie up and down. Gender failed to compute. Parent.
Now, do I need to raise my cane to y'all?
This is not how you direct children.
No.
Yeah, is
no.
anybody gonna interrupt this line of Odieing?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, Mount puts their hand on Odie's shoulder and is like, we don't threaten physical violence to children anymore.
Y'all don't? What?
No.
Oh, all right.
We left the
Hey.
switches behind in the 40s.
Fair enough. All right, fair enough. And now, wait, now, don't make me call your parents.
We're gonna call our parent. No, we're not. Well, I am. Maybe.
I suggest
There's
Yeah,
a
go
splash.
on with your parents. Talk to them.
There's a
Cal-
splash from further away. I've got them. Go get the other ones.
Yeah,
Cal-
immediately upon hearing the splash, Mount is off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Act
As
under
is-
pressure, please.
Okie dokie. Ooh, that's not a good roll.
This would be a good time for a good roll, though, is the thing about that.
Yeah, no. Oh boy. That's cool. Yeah, that's a flat 4.
A 4!
Experience!
So a failure goes from hopefully no lower than a 0 up to a 6. And another hunter can help out if you're like right at a 6 and you just need to bump up to a 7 to not fail completely. But only one other hunter can help out. So that is just a complete total failure.
I would also like to go and
Oh, I'm
deal with
sure,
this
but
splash.
first we're going to have some consequences. Because act under pressure on a miss, things go to hell.
Oh no. Not hell.
So there's a splash. There's a strange sort of a voice. Tinny, but not quite in the way of kids. And it goes, ha ha! And is then joined by 3 or 4 other of those voices that are all chanting, sink, sink, sink. There's some kind of a magical effect going on here, and seems that Mount is close enough, or perhaps just heavy enough to catch a little edge of it, as Mount, both of your feet sink about a foot down in this squishy mud. And momentarily, you're not going to be able to do much of anything. This is about the stickiest mud you have yet encountered.
Something like that.
This is a 0 harm move. The mud does not cut you. You are momentarily inhibited.
It's not acid mud?
It is not acid mud, nor is it made of knives. It's not even made of allergy powder. But you are stuck.
Okay. Mount goes to swear. It's just like fish sticks.
Oh,
'Cause
come
there's
on.
kids.
You can swear in front of the kids.
We have learned something new and important about one of the hunters. Mount swears not in 4-letter words.
Mount doesn't want to swear in front of kids. is
Very
the thing.
good.
Mount will swear in front of adults.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Cal, you wanted to do something.
I wanted to go investigate the splashing children.
Oh, do you want to learn about the mystery, or would you like to make the children not be sinking?
I'd like to make the children not be sinking.
Act under pressure.
That's an 11.
Nice. So a 10 plus, yes, you are doing what you set out to do. Which is unfortunately going to be grabbing one of the children.
Unfortunately.
Out of the two that are flailing, trying to get out of this river. They look like they clearly can swim, and it's just not working. Like they're getting tangled up in the plants on the riverbank. There's almost like a few little bits of an undertow, like slurping down. You can get one of them out.
As the comment said, quicksand!
Yeah, a little bit. Which one are you getting out? The boy or the girl?
Frick. That's a good question. Probably the girl.
Okay. There is an extremely muddy 7-year-old who is you've got a hand on, will be doing what she can to help you. Probably will hit you on the nose in the process. Which yeah. Go ahead and take a 0 harm with a -1 forward. Didn't break your nose, but ow. The hazards of rescuing flailing children. And there are definitely some stringy shore plants that are wrapped around her. And yeah, what are you doing with her?
I'm basically being like, get to shore and chucking.
Yeah. Chucking successful. She's going to land rather near Mount. And Mount, you got a choice to make here. You can try to get hold of her before the mud starts pulling her down, in which case you will be sinking further. Or you can try to get yourself out and then better come to her aid. Or, I suppose get yourself out and let Odie help her.
No, help the kid first.
Help the kid first?
That's
Yep.
not even really a choice.
Absolutely. Act under pressure. Don't roll 4.
Oh,
Good luck.
okay.
Don't roll a 3, a 2, or a 1 either.
7.
Yes! That is not a 4. You have succeeded.
Not a 4.
Okay, yeah. So you grab hold of the girl, and between the motion and the increased weight, you're now sunk down past your knees. You're probably not getting out of this without some help.
Okay.
But the girl is not sinking in the ground. All right. What's Odie up to?
So both kids are out of the sink.
Oh, one kid. The girl is out. The boy is still in the river. You can't necessarily see the top of his head anymore through the water.
Fun.
Super fun.
I'm gonna reach out and try to check if this magic is counts as a curse for my playbook.
Ooh, yeah. Tell us a little bit about your playbook.
So yeah, I am playing the Curse Eater playbook. Odie has the ability to reach out, latch onto curses, and devour evil from the world.
Yes.
Which theoretically would allow me to take the burden of those who are cursed or the places that are cursed onto myself.
Pulling up your playbook for myself. There we go.
Sir. And specifically, I would be using the reach move. When you use magic, you may choose one of the alternatives. which would be learn whether the magic may be devoured and what the power and downside will be.
Yes. Okay. So you're rolling for use magic.
Indeed.
Taking that moment to figure out the situation before you just try to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Blindly eating the thing, probably not the best idea.
That's a 10 on the die.
Very good. Okay, yes. There is definitely a curse going on here. What is... The power is essentially going to be around somewhere between collaborative action and mob mentality. Basically getting a group of people to work under your assessment of what needs to happen in the situation, and able to do some probably pretty potent magic together. The downside is definitely going to be, if you're not using it controlled, that you fall into that sort of demagogue cult leader kind of mentality, that the ones that follow you are yours to command, and that's the right way of things.
So it affects them by controlling their actions, and it affects me by making me want to control their actions.
Yes. But
Do I feel that this is... Do I feel like this is the magic that's sinking things, or maybe the magic that's maybe doing something else?
It is the magic that's behind the sinking effect. They're connected in some way.
Interesting. Because I was gonna try to absorb it, but now I'm wondering if this is what's making our gingerbread people move. Or maybe just
you would have to fuck around and find out. However, you don't have to fuck around and find out right now, because we're gonna scene switch.
Ooh, fancy.
All right, back where there are no children in peril, there is a back door to a bakery. There is a truck parked out back of it. Nice white truck, good repair. Kind of dusty in the back of it if you're pausing to take a look.
I'm just checking just to see if no one's sitting there creepily.
Yes, the truck is empty. No people that you can identify.
Yeah.
How would you like to... oh yeah, and the truck is parked right beside the back door to the bakery. What would you like to do? Either of you.
I think because most of the group went and Jack was occupied with investigating, failing to investigate, but still occupied. I think he'll go to the back and just just check to see if maybe this isn't locked.
Just try the door. Yeah.
Yeah, just
absolutely. Roll me a luck die, which is a house rule. Of just a single D10, if you would.
a 6.
Okay. Yeah, it's locked. You didn't get that lucky.
Yeah. It was gonna so I think he'll just like kinda try to look, but then he'll turn around to the group and like to ask something. They're like, "Oh, where everybody go?" And just like
The other thing I think you'll notice in that process is that the wall next to that back door is hot. Libby, what are you up to? And from my perspective, I'm going to presume that Libby can pick locks.
I technically said I followed the kid people, but
Oh,
yeah, everyone. Jack. This is why Jack
Jack's
like
by
turned around.
himself.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then we will start with Libby when we scene switch back. Apologies.
Jack is all alone.
Poor Jack.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
Jack's by himself. This would be a good time to be playing the mundane. Get yourself some of that experience. But you're not. So what are you doing, Jack?
So I think even though he wants to check what's going on, he's curious where the group is, and just like I think he just turn around and go the opposite and like where the others go?
Is just gonna not do anything with that back door and go try and find the others.
Yeah, wait, you said it was hot, like there's a fire inside, maybe? And this is
Yeah,
why
like walls aren't supposed to be that hot. What's going on?
Oh. And why the fire alarm isn't started?
Yeah, no alarm.
This is a bakery. This could be like an oven wall or something.
Yes, but I don't know if Jack knows that.
No one is there. But no one is there. The oven
But Jack,
the oven not supposed to be on. The oven not supposed to be on if no one is there. If it's closed.
Correct. It is not supposed to be on.
That's kind of the logic of what Jack thinks. Like, if nobody's there, the oven's not on and shouldn't be hot.
Yeah.
Unless they left it on.
All right, so Jack tried the doorknob, didn't open, feels the wall, notices nobody else is there, turns around away from the locked door, right?
I think Jack will just run to the front door and just like kind of knock very hard and like, hey, if someone there might be fire.
Sure. But you don't get quite that far because as you turn around away from the door, not having looked up, you feel a sudden sharp pain as something pointy drops down on you. Pointy and soft?
Pointy and soft? Oh.
Yeah, there's the part that's making you
it's not the gun barrel.
There's the part that's making you
barrel.
bleed, and there's the part that's kind of spongy. Would you like to kick some ass?
He's not very good, but I think he'll turn around like, try to swap it.
Yeah, try to swipe it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or you're not necessarily trying to damage it, whatever the hell it is. So you could also act under pressure.
Not to damage, just like get it away.
Just try to get it away. Great, act under pressure.
Well, because he has a move that when you act under pressure due to a monster phenomenon or mystical effect, you can roll weird instead of cool. If it's against a monster, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just
Say the text of that one again.
When you have to act under pressure due to a monster, phenomenon, or mystical effect,
Yeah.
you may roll weird instead of cool.
You can in fact roll weird. Excellent.
Okay. That's even better. And because of that, I got a 10.
Yes. Could you give us the gesture that Jack makes in this attempt to flailingly remove sharp and or fluffy objects? What does this look like?
I'm trying to think like because Jack like has a YouTube channel that he investigates paranormal and such. I'm just like thinking like it's kind of a gesture, kind of like a YouTube person that trying to get someone away. I'm not very much like
so like maybe a little bit less ridiculously flaily and a little bit more
kind of like what is this? Get away.
Bagels.
Dramatically, very dramatically.
Bagels go flying everywhere. The bagels, have little arms.
Oh.
In the little bagel arms, there are little knives. That is what was attacking you.
Being
You're muted,
attacked
Cat.
by... I know. I was going to say, you're being attacked by bagels? Oh, my God.
You are being recommended by chat to eat them in revenge.
You do know that being eaten is their weakness. However, they will land. Some of them will be dented, and this seems to slow them down. The rest of them are going to flop, momentarily look like bagels, then re-sprout tiny doughy arms and tiny doughy legs, and pick up their little sharp miniature knives, and they are going after you.
Ah!
I think Jack will pull his water bottle and like well, bagels not good being soggy, and try to splash him with.
In fact, you had not gotten, as you're thinking about the story, the gingerbread man climbs on top of the fox to cross the river because the gingerbread man doesn't want to get wet. Great. Now roll to kick some ass.
Okay.
Because you have an effective weapon against the bagel murder squad.
Yeah, it's like. What's my. Oh, yeah. Well. Yeah, it's a fail, of course. It's a 5. Nope. Not good at that.
Oh, it was a failure, huh?
Yeah.
Great.
So many failures.
You aim the bottle. They're definitely like jerking back a little nervously from what you can read from the bagel's lack of facial expressions. They have not bothered sprouting eyes. How is this weapon very ineffective? Because to my mind, I think maybe you forgot to open the lid in your panic.
I think he just forgot that because he was at school and he drank a lot of water. He forgot to refill it.
Oh no, the water bottle's empty.
Yeah,
It's like the small little stream comes out when he squeezes it.
Yeah. It's a god.
All of
Anyway.
the attack bagels avoid the tiny puddle as they crowd around you. There are inevitably there were 13 bagels because baker's dozen. 3 of them got smashed. This leaves 10 other bagels. They don't do a whole harm, each of them, no matter how many bagels there are, because they're bagels. They have very small knives at their maximum sharpness. However, yeah, I think under these circumstances, as on a miss, you get your ass kicked instead. You suffer harm or get captured and don't inflict any harm back. The pointy knives are not going to immediately attempt to fillet you, so much as they're going to surround you in a threatening manner. And only then, one of the bagels will sprout a mouth with which to say, "Don't make a scene, and we don't have to cut you. We will slice you up, or you can follow us. Understand?"
Now I can eat you. But
"Not today, mister. We're
And
day
where-
olds and we know what we're about."
smarter for
Are you
this.
telling me? Are you telling me they were literally born yesterday?
They did.
And they're telling you that because of this, they are not fools. So they
Sorry, I
are
don't
they are
think so, though.
capturing you, or if you are not willing to be captured, they will cause you not insignificant harm.
I think Jack will ask, where are we going?
Where do you think? Another one's gonna sprout a mouth, and you don't have to wonder about that. You just have to do what we say.
Are we going to your master? Because I'm interested in talking with him. So, lead on. I think Jack will let them capture him because
Like 3 of them will sprout eyes just in order to look at each other skeptically. But then they will lead you inside.
It's just
Ooh,
it's just a bunch
question.
of googly eyes looking at each other.
Right?
Do these form and then disappear when they're done being used? Or do
Yeah,
they only...
basically. They are
Ooh.
forming human-like limbs and facial features as needed, and then reverting to bagelness. And on that image, we are going to take our break. We will be back in 15. And I very much hope that we see all of you again then. Everybody
me,
say
cat,
bye.
Bye.
Hello, welcome back.
We
Hello,
have
everybody.
returned.
Michelle will be joining us from dinner shortly. But that's fine because Jack is very captured.
Well, marginally captured.
There is no margarine involved. There are many bagels involved.
A bagel with margarine just sounds wrong.
Yeah.
A bagel with knives also sounds wrong.
True.
Yeah, but the bagel with knives at least makes sense in the context of a world that has actual gingerbread men running through town.
Margarine
We
makes
have
sense
yet
in
to
no
actually
worlds
spot
is what
them.
I get from this.
Not on bagels. Like if you're not buttering your bagel, are you really living?
Yes! Cream cheese!
So many dairy-free people say yes. All right, so resetting our scene of peril near the river. Two children have not yet become in peril because Lewis is halting their progress toward the peril. They are yelling creep and go away really loudly, so probably there will be something that happens from that because people tend to respond to that. But for the moment, there's nobody about. One of the children who was in significant peril is now in less immediate peril, being held by Mount up out of the quicksand-like mud that they are mired in at present.
Ooh, good word, Meyer.
Mired, yeah. I've always admired that word. I haven't,
direction.
but it was right there. And one child is still in the river, and being kept there. Some sort of supernatural influence, probably linked with the strange tinny voices saying, "Sink, sink, sink," from somewhere above. Odie is on the bank sorting out what sort of a curse might be behind all of this and what they would like to do about it. Cal has just finished yeeting, so let's find out what Libby is doing.
There's so many things Libby's curious about. But I think the immediate concern is the child that is in peril.
Indeed.
So I think I'm going to try to get them out, which would be an act under pressure. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Sweet.
Do
one of my
not
moves.
kick some ass when rescuing the small child.
No. One of my moves is if I roll act under pressure, I can add sharp instead of cool. So.
Hell yeah.
Sweet. I have
Brains
to use digital
under pressure.
dice. Yay. So I rolled. Oh, I got a 10 on the dice.
Hey,
So,
you probably
12.
have a positive sharp, Madam
Yes.
Scholar.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so how are you doing this using your intellect to resolve this child in peril situation, at least for the moment? What does this look like?
So when you showed the image of the river
Mhm.
from the map, there was the rope hanging.
Yeah.
Can the rope be somewhere where I could have grabbed it and thrown it to the child so they can hang on to the rope and at least have that, and then it might be another roll to pull them in with the rope, but
I think you'd have
Minecraft.
to break part of the branch that it's on, but the branch isn't very strong anymore. Looks like that rope has been up there and fraying slowly for a little bit, and if you apply a small child can still probably swing back and forth on it okay, but if you apply leverage just right, you can manage to snap the branch to get that rope down. And the branch is not over the child as far as you can tell.
Okay, good.
Great. It's going to take a couple of tries to get the rope out there enough, as you can't see exactly where this kid is anymore. So it's awkwardly kind of like fishing.
I've got a rope on a giant like twig.
Right. You got something, maybe a rock, so that the end of the rope can sink down a little bit.
Do not hit the child with a rock.
Great. Yeah, roll me that luck die.
Okay.
At this point, I think the child would be on board with being hit with a bit of a rock in order to be gotten out of there.
I got a 6.
A 6. Okay, so it takes you that halved 3 tries to get the rope to a place where you feel a tug. You can hope real hard that that is a kid and not a submerged tire.
Yep.
But either way, you pull it up, and in fact, there are 2 arms attached to the end of the rope when you get it up high enough to see what you've caught. It's still hard going. They're like that whole applying leverage just right is still very relevant, because there are opposing forces trying to pull against you.
Oh no.
Non-physical ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just like the mud.
Right, the mud, the magic.
I'm on that. I'm working on it.
Yeah. Like, it's gonna take a minute to reel the child in, especially like the kid is helping as much as they can, but this is a panicked 8-year-old.
Yeah.
So the helpfulness of a panicked 8-year-old is questionable. And so there's a moment for somebody else to do something right there. Is that Cleary or Odie?
I can make the situation better for a lot of people.
If you don't fail. Yeah,
If
Odie.
I don't fail. Yeah.
Are you going to try to eat a curse? Curse eater?
I'm going to try to devour evil.
Devour evil away.
Odie stabs their cane into the ground, pulls off their hat, and flips it around to where the hollow of the hat is facing out. And their eye is light purple, and they're going to attempt to devour evil. Specifically, I'm going to use the move Reach to use Devour Evil at range, so I don't have to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I need to roll to use magic first. And that is an 8, which is a mixed success.
Okay. I'm looking here at Devour Evil. Wait, I don't see where you roll 2 dice.
Reach. Use magic.
Reach.
To
you already...
devour evil at range.
Oh, to devour evil at range, which you are doing. Got it.
It lets me do 3 extra things with magic. Either use Devour Evil or Unleash Corruption, or I can learn if a magic can be devoured and the results of doing that.
Which is the one that you just did. Okay. Mixed success on use magic. Pick the type of glitch, and then I'll fill in the details.
Yeah. Yep, this magic draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's what happens. Okay, so the hat Is like the curse flowing into the hat? Is that how that works?
The curse is flowing into the hat as the
Mm-hmm.
current focus Odie is using for this power.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you're absorbing this curse. The chanting of sink, sink, sink is faltering. But let's find out about this devouring evil.
Yeah. When I absorb a curse from a monster, phenomenon, minion, or evil magic, roll 1 die.
Mm-hmm.
That's a d6, I
It's
believe.
a single d6.
Yeah. That is a 1.
Great, you only mark 1 corruption.
Yeah, 1 corruption.
Great.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's good for the circumstances. There's a little pricking on both of your ears.
Oh?
Mhm.
Okay.
You felt this before. This might even be part of why your focus for curse eating is a hat. Because one of the things that can happen most commonly as your corruption starts going up is, yeah, you've got elf points.
Oh, I love that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That's a weird and cool thing that's very story relevant. Something that I like.
So keep track of your corruption visual effects.
Oh, there's no place to put that on my sheet, but I'll go ahead and find
No,
a
there
place to
isn't.
put that on
That's
my sheet.
because that's a house rule with how fairy works in our setting.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah, no, that's not how Curse Eater usually works, but is certainly part of why the Grimm Society thinks that all magic is bad. So yes, you are marking a new power, I believe, yes?
Yes.
Yes, and it's called Mob Leader.
Okay.
And we'll fill in the system details later on. But
Yeah.
it will work as you got the outline of before the break. So let's see. Immediate and unwelcome attention.
Oh no.
The sink, sink, sink was already faltering. And you're going to be the sudden target of the new chant more than anybody else. Which will be flee! Flee! Flee!
Are they calling me a flea, or are they telling people to flee?
Well, given the sudden massive rush of terror in your heart that tells you that you will in no way be okay until the time at which you have left this area, probably not the bug.
Ah. Fair enough.
So everybody else who is in that particular neck of the woods can roll act under pressure to soften that effect.
Okay.
Odie, you just are going to be getting a nice -1 ongoing to any action that is not fleeing.
Fair enough.
You want to know what we rolled?
I do.
6.
Yup.
I got a 9.
It is awkward to be hip deep in mud and supernaturally compelled to
Give me
flee and holding a kid. There is an awkwardness in Mount's experience right now. Libby, what did you get?
I got a 9.
A 9. Okay. All right. So, definitely you can notice that there is something supernatural going on here, and that this spike of terror is probably not an unequivocally natural idea or something that you have to obey. You're definitely still feeling it, though. Cleary? Cleary.
My apologies.
We need an act under pressure roll from you to resist a supernatural terror.
Oh, great. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 8.
Great. Because, see, if anybody'd rolled a 10 or higher on that, they could theoretically have helped out somebody else. But that did not happen.
I see.
Alas.
Alas, alas. So yes, you are feeling a compulsion to get the hell out of there. For the people who failed, you get -1 ongoing to anything that's not fleeing, as every other part of your brain is those who got that 7 to 9, you can get a +1 forward on an action that is fleeing. And you are also going to be just as competent as you were a moment ago at things that aren't fleeing.
And we finished getting the kid out.
Nope.
Correct?
No, you did not. Odie ate the curse. We need Cal to help get the kid out a little faster here.
Yeah, there's no more sinking supernaturally
Cleary-
quickly, as far as I know.
Cleary is going to do that.
Great. With an extra hand on the rope, you can reel the kid the rest of the way in. The kid is freaked out, but also like coughing and spluttering and very disoriented from being under the water for that long, and will be more in the cling mode than in the runaway in terror mode. He definitely comes out crying.
Yeah.
Cling onto Libby.
We've got you, kid. Let's get you out of here in one piece.
Both of the kids are reacting to the fear effect also. In fact, by both, the shouts of creep and go away and get out of our way are changing note out in the field between the river and the road. And you can see, if you're turning to go, you'll be able to see Lewis and the two kids who've been arguing with him this entire time. He's giving a signal at them, and they are following it. Finally.
Glad you could rejoin us here.
And nobody rejoined anybody yet. You're still at the river. And whatever's causing this is also still at the river. So let's do a quick round the table of what each of you is doing. I'm going to start with Mount because I'm not sure I'm going to start with Mount. Let's see if Mount can get themselves out, because that's going to be very hard. The current obstacle to fleeing is Mount not being able to flee. But Mount is a brawny sort, and the earth is no longer pulling you down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Can I use my tough to get out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This feels like it is an act under pressure, but it's an extremely brawny act under pressure.
Right.
So yeah, I think that makes sense.
All right. Okay, dice. The dice are saying no, you're hilariously stuck in the mud still because even with a +3 tough, that's 6.
Somebody help out.
Or don't, and I get a new.
Also true. Also true. You could get XP.
I would love some XP for being stuck in the mud.
Yes. So you can finally start trying to pull your way out because the ground is no longer pulling you down. And also the ground is no longer quicksand. So now you're just actually buried hip deep in solid clay earth.
Yeah, no.
You're pretty sure one of your feet is like stuck slightly under a root to boot.
Ugh. I liked these boots.
The boot will probably come. It's more the angle of the foot that's the problem on the getting out.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah, it
the
sure
root
is.
or the ankle is gonna give.
It's not the ankle. I'm gonna take my time.
And you can't do very much with either of those on your own. You feel the earth getting very hard around you. I presume that there's not a lot of rational thought left either because have to flee, can't flee, have to flee, can't flee, have to flee, can't flee.
Yeah.
Similarly, Odie, may I presume that you are booking it?
Physically unable to book it.
Wherefore?
My cane is over there, and I'm here doing magic with my hat, so I have to get to my cane to be able to book it.
Mm-hmm. Well, act under pressure. You don't get a minus.
No, but I sure do get a 4.
Experience for everyone!
Jesus.
It's like your starting level characters.
Yeah, we might be leveling up.
Hey, at least it wasn't tough. That would have made it a 3. No,
Right.
a 2.
All right. So what does this look like? Let's figure that out. Things go to hell. They're so not okay with you fleeing slowly. Just extremely not okay.
I don't think I'd be able to flee at all. I think there's probably a lot of tripping and falling over and crawling now.
And then getting pelted by various tree-related objects. I think you've got acorns and pine cones, and sharp bits of branch that are all raining down on you. Oh, and then they find the rocks.
Oh no.
So yeah, you are far and away the focus of the ire of whatever is doing the chanting. So go ahead and take 2 harm.
We playing with harm moves, Connor?
Yeah. Yeah, so now you can have a -1 ongoing for things that yeah, for most of the other things. I think a couple of sharp bits are gonna hit high enough up that you've got blood in your eyes. So a
Oh, no.
-1 ongoing for things that require clear-headedness and being able to see.
That's everything, Connor.
Like I said.
Lovely. Lovely.
Aye. That is. All right. Do we want to go next to Libby or Ms. Cleary?
I can volunteer myself.
Mm-hmm. As tribute.
Yeah.
That would be a bit of a left turn, but, we can see how that
You
goes.
know, yeah. So now that the kids are free of the water, Cal is going to try and get out of the water herself.
Oh, were you in the water?
Was I? I had to pull the kids out. Was I able to do that?
Oh,
from
there was a
shore?
rope involved.
Yeah, but the first kid.
True. Yeah, I guess you were in the water still, which is how you could help with the rope from enough of a different angle that it was especially useful.
This-
Yeah,
Does
absolutely.
Mount still have the first kid in their arms?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also
The
part of
kid
the
is
reason
also
why.
wanting to flee, so the kid is trying to get out of your arms.
I know, kid. I know. I'm working on it. Ugh.
Yeah. Then Cal is going to assist with evacuating the remaining children from far away the lake, water,
Sure.
marsh,
River.
river thing.
Great. Yeah, you can get the other two kids out and away from danger.
Yes, I would like to do that. Is that act under pressure?
I don't even think you need to, because all three of you are heading in the direction that you are requested to go in quickly. There is nothing stopping you from doing this.
Pick me up,
Cool.
maybe.
Yeah. I'll
Grab my
I'll
cane.
I'll grab Odie's cane and pull him out.
Sure, yeah, you can toss Odie their cane.
Should I roll act under pressure to stand up?
Odie and Mount are both going to be struggling to make any progress. So, Libby, who are you helping?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna help. Well, okay, Cal is helping get the child that Mount is holding, correct?
Yes, she's got both the child that Mount is holding, and if you want, the child that you're holding, fleeing successfully in an appropriate direction, and throws Odie their cane on the way out.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna gesture the kid that I'm holding to follow Cal and their friend and run, which I'm assuming they'll do because they are afraid. Okay, cool. I think that since I don't know, Mount's been in there longer, I think I'm gonna try to help Mount get out. Can I use my rope again? Is my rope still?
Your rope is still available, but you will quickly discover that the problem is that the ground is no longer soft.
It's hard?
It hardened, at least to its normal hardness, which this is clay riverbank soil, so very hard. And Mount can also feel that there's a root that one of the boots is stuck under. So yeah, they're not going anywhere, and they are much too large and heavy to lift out, even if it
Look,
were.
if you can find something for me to grab and take the kid.
Yeah, we've got the kid.
There's also magic.
Can I throw Mount a stick or something to try to dig to help them dig their foot out?
Right, you could try to dig, but what Pride rather is saying is a good thought here. This is probably an occasion for some magic.
Okay.
One of the effects of magic is doing something beyond human limitation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna try to be magical. Can I try to make the ground softer?
You could try to make the ground softer. You could try to make yourself or Mount able to dig extremely quickly and effectively. You could become super strong enough to pull Mount free anyway, like the parent lifting a car to get the kid free.
I like that. That feels very unexpected for Libby.
Yeah, I
Very
like
strong.
that too.
That sounds fun. All right, I'm gonna try to channel my mom strength.
Yes, channel
I
the mom
believe in you.
strength.
Okay, all right. Let's get my dice.
Adrenaline magic.
Oh, sweet. I got a 12 total.
Hell yes.
Yay! She
Okay.
got
Your
buff.
your magical effect succeeds without any consequences. What does Libby's magic look like? How is she doing this?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of like a mental thing, but I think that you see like some kind of, I don't want to say like sparkles, but like lights, like white, like light kind of around me. And then I don't think I look any different. I think just all of a sudden I'm really, really strong.
Yeah. Yeah, so how the incantation or visualization or what have you goes is all internal, but when the spell succeeds, literally we're talking about fairy lights.
Yeah, exactly.
Remind me how old Libby is again?
Like 50, 52.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So Mount, that sure is somebody using extremely unsanctioned magic right in front of you to, and then trying to pull you out. How do you feel about that?
I mean, primarily embarrassed because I couldn't get myself out, but also like, you're gonna have like I knew Libby knew a lot of stuff, but I wasn't 100% sure if she had ever cast anything before now. And this is definitely exposing a new side of her to me, and I'm a little on edge about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mount.
Just
Her
asking
magic
if
is
you're
in
gonna be a
fact
snitch.
OSHA compliant.
No, wrong character. This one's not concerned about OSHA at all.
All right, but you're going to let her use this magical effect to get you out?
Yeah, honestly, because like they're still wanting to get out, go flee, and they can't think straight.
Supernatural compulsion is what you'll put on those forms when you try to explain this to the Grimm Society.
Chat asked if you're gonna snitch on Libby Mount, and then somebody else said, "No snitch on the witch."
No.
We're gonna be having a talk.
Snitch on the witch, maybe.
We're gonna be having a talk.
No witches here.
And then maybe.
Yeah, I think Libby knows that. I think Libby's like, yeah, this will be revisited later.
It'll be sorted out later. Okay, so now Libby, act under pressure. Let's see if you can get Mount out with your new supernatural strength without any unfortunate consequences to their boots or ankles or anything else.
And again, she got a 12.
Damn!
This is my moment.
Super effective, Libby!
Lucky dice.
I believe in you.
That's what the magic is for.
So this mousy professorial type is just she-hulking this massively larger person out of solid earth.
Now I'm just imagining really bulk Giles Corey. Or not Corey, but Giles.
There you go. Yeah. Everybody is now free to flee in a direction. Yay! Except for Jack. Jack is not free to flee in a direction. So let's find out what's going on with Jack.
Jack's not there. Jack's somewhere else.
He is somewhere else. He is inside the bakery. Is where he is.
Okay. Oh, okay. Led to the bakery.
Mm-hmm. They're taking you right inside where you thought you wanted to go.
You thought?
Mm-hmm. It remains to be seen whether you have a different opinion. after this. So you brought inside at tiny knife point. 2 of the bagels are going to climb up you and pop over your hands and then craft like 6 different arms each and link themselves together so that you are now bagel cuffed.
Well, definitely,
Delicious.
even
That's
though
so fucking adorable.
Jack is want to follow, but he said if it comes to it, he's gonna try to eat the cuffs. But
No, the cuffs are behind you. They know that they're tasty.
okay.
They did not cuff you in such a manner that you can eat them. They not dumb, despite being pastry.
Yeah, bagels are smart.
No, the bagels are smart.
The bagels are smart.
That is the true horror, that the bagels are intelligent. So you go inside of this bakery and it is swelteringly hot. Moist, but mostly just way too hot. The lights in like the front and the hallway that you go through initially are all off, but they're going to lead you into the kitchen. Just, a nice, well-appointed kitchen. Nora, I wonder if I could call on your expertise to describe a moderately small scale but well put together bakery kitchen. No reason.
Yeah, so there's a couple, well, there's like extra normal oven going on. Like there's a normal oven and then another normal oven next to it. There's like a small scale industrial dishwasher where you can wash like a rack of dishes at a time. There's stainless steel tables and a couple of shelf units, a bunch of racks with ingredients, like a couple bread machines, and then like a mixer or two. Just it just seems to be yeah. It's clearly somebody else's converted kitchen space, but it's functional. Like it's got a working flow. Oh, and extra fridge too. They've got like a chest freezer and 2 fridges. Check.
I was just writing really, really fast is what that delay was. Thank you. That is exactly what that looks like. And working at one of the counters is a woman, middling brown skin, black hair and a bund up that has some threads of silver through it, looking not entirely different from Mirabel's mom, Julieta, in Encanto, if you have that as a visual reference point. Who looks absolutely exhausted. Covered in sweat, bags under her eyes, flour up like everywhere, definitely up past her elbows, but that apron has not had just a few encounters with flour and dough. And there is an assortment of baked goods, some of them milling about. You see a few muffins have manifested arms to play with a very tiny deck of playing cards. There are also the actual like gingerbread people shapes. Some of them are kind of supervising with little crossed dough arms. They seem to be kind of directing the baker. And various of the bagels are practicing their knife throwing on a series of pancakes. The pancakes don't seem to be concerned about this. They're like standing themselves up against the wall and we'll go, no, that would have just been the armpit on a human. More toward the middle. And of course, there's a contingent of scones that are busily working at a pile of scrap metal and little knife sharpener blocks, crafting more tiny knives. Go ahead and mute, Pride. Every single one of them stops as you enter, Jack, and looks at you.
Even the woman? Even the woman?
Every single one of them.
Here.
Okay. It looks at the bagels and like, what's going on? Preparing for war?
Why did you bring a human in here? The baker says. He was snooping. Trying to get in. Calling out for some others. Didn't like the look of him. Says the bagel on your left wrist. And you can't just grab people off of the street. Someone's going to notice.
Jake immediately said, people already noticed that they're talking baked goods in cafe shops.
No, that was taken care of.
Really? Still people thinks they're talking muffins and scones.
But
this is why we're here.
Was there another article in the paper? Who are you?
Someone to try to understand what's going on. I mean, maybe you have a good reason, but maybe
say that.
Maybe tell why the baked goods attacking people.
I definitely asked you not to grab people. That's not what you want, right? More people involved in this. Is addressing the baked goods, especially the gingerbread folk. Hey, somebody who's invested in figuring out what's going on. How about you all investigate a mystery?
Yeah.
Let's see how much you can get out of this potentially very fruitful or very knifey situation.
Yeah, is it something that because for my first encounter, they taught you he did not gain +1 to any move when you research strange or ancient secrets to do it, like because he's trying to understand maybe that strange secret about it, like what's
the question
going
is
on.
whether the materials that Ms. Cleary put together for you could count as strange secrets researching. And I think
It's mostly from.
it's possible that they could. I think I'm going to have Ms. Cleary roll a retroactive plus sharp.
Alrighty.
Let's see how good that binder full of notes was.
All right. Well, that's a 10 on the dice and a 1, and I have 1 sharp, so that's an 11.
Yes, absolutely. There is enough strange and
So
secretive
check-
information there to count for your move.
Oh. +3, yes. With a +3, 11.
I'm sorry, I made the mistake of looking over at the chat and saw the Muffin Man. That's so good, chat people! That is so good! Well done, chat people! You have distracted me! It's completely my fault. Carry on. Would you repeat that, please?
So yeah, with the +3, I get 11. So 2 questions.
Mm-hmm. Make them count.
Well, I think what mostly he wants to know is what is being concealed here first.
Yeah. So she's making a good show of it. That she's working with this army of baked goods, even, trying to imply generally that this was her idea, to be doing all of this. She's not in charge in any way. If she was initially, she's not anymore. She is baking under duress. And in fact, through the course of the conversation, you're able to pin down, you think the one that's in charge is actually that gingerbread folk over there, the one that's that's so there's sort of a little miniature beauty parlor set up for some of the gingerbread folk with a bunch of different colored icings. They're doing lots of detailing. Some of them are adding hair. So this one is working on icing fingernails. That seems to be the one that the other baked goods are side-eyeing to check for strategy, and also though she tries not to, and Auntie glances that way once and then quickly looks away. I think she's worried that maybe she gave something away, which she did. What do you want for your other question? Ooh.
Mostly the gingerbread.
I didn't hear the first part of that. Would you start over?
What can it do?
What can it do?
Especially the one in charge.
So it seems to have the loyalty of the other baked goods, certainly. That's a problem. You're going to identify there's a certain amount of magic and magical residue in the air. It feels a little bit familiar enough that you're suspicious that might be the baked good that is most in touch with supernatural power. It's noteworthy that the couple times in the conversation when some of the goods were starting to elaborate maybe a little bit more about their plans, or at one point, at one point a stone comes up, a scone comes up and to Auntie and says, "Okay, time for your break." And that one just looks up from the icing polish and gives just this little look, and the scone kind of shivers enough that a little bit of the sugar sugar cubes on top, little sugar bits shake off, and on second thought, I don't think you need a break just yet. And Auntie had gotten, and then just, I'm sure you're right.
Sugar grains.
Yes, sugar grains, thank you. Well, now that you've taken him, we have to decide what to do with him. A contingent of chocolate chip cookies starts chanting, "Ingredients, ingredients, ingredients. You'd better mean going in the car to the grocery store." But of course you don't. Okay. We have plenty of ingredients. We don't need any more.
So I'm here, okay? You captured me. I see your baker, the one that makes more of you, is tired. How about I help her?
Confused murmuring among the baked goods.
But, hey, I need my hands.
Roll to manipulate someone.
Da-da-dum. Let's go. Okay, not a fail, but a 7. Ooh, what's it gonna be with a 7?
Perfect. That's what I wanted you to roll. Such a nice treat. Yeah, so on a mixed success, on manipulate someone, they'll do it, but only if you do something right now to, how was it phrased? To show that you mean it.
Well, he can't show
And-
right now as he's
Oh,
coughed.
he sure can. He sure can is the thing.
Oh,
Because as a trio of gingerbread folk will come and kind of gesture you close to the counter and come up. These have raisin buttons and little icing hats. And so they give off like a little bit of a Nutcracker Soldier gingerbread vibe.
Now my raisin buttons.
Oh, my raisin buttons. Yup. That might have to wait till next session. I don't know. We'll figure out. She'll eye them and then look at you and, "You want to help? You stand right there and let them do what they're going to do. Deal? Otherwise I'm going to have to put you in the chest freezer."
sure. If after that you free me so I can help them.
Yes. So these 3 gingerbread folk circle round. And as they're circling around, there's a little, it's like an English muffin. But as they circle it, it kind of changes from a muffin shape into more of a bread bowl. It's a fucking bread cauldron. It starts bubbling, and so something is filling it. Gravy? Doesn't smell like gravy. God, that is an amazing smell. Oh, wow. So, you can do what you said of just sitting there and letting them do their little baked sorcery, or and breathe nice and deep, or you can act under pressure to not get enchanted if you would prefer.
You will act under pressure, which I'm pretty sure I can do it with weird.
Yeah,
Against,
yeah, I think
against
so.
that. Yeah, against that. So it's like, nope, I'm not getting this one.
Yeah, you might have smelled a smell a little bit like that before. That might be how you're noticing that it's not gravy.
Not gravy. Yeah, that's
It's not
reassuring.
gravy.
Now it's an 8. 8 under pressure.
Okay. All right. Well, you get away from the smell before the effect completely takes hold. You were it but
Maybe
stepping back
it's
right then when you did, you're like falling under the effect properly, but your brain is a little bit wobbled by this experience. And where are my harm moves at? There they are.
Oh no.
so question, am I close to the baker? Like they
Yes.
bring me to the baker?
Yes.
Because Jake's weapon, like from the playbook that I chose, is a heavy flashlight, and his flashlight is always on his belt, kind of hang. So
Oh no.
it's just like it just go because it's close to the baker. It just like get very close to her hand, so maybe she can try and grab it. Just like
Trying to give her a means of resistance.
and
Okay. Great.
and kind of further his hand so the cuffs won't see it. The bagel cuff. Bagel cuff won't see it.
He moves his hands away so that the cuffs can't see what he's doing. Yep. Absolutely, that's what he does.
It's quite flexible.
You feel a tug on your belt. Right about when the world tilts sideways. So you're going to take 1 harm.
Okay.
And pass out.
Knocked.
Thunk.
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 You think you land on something squishy.
Oh, I landed on bagel.
Oh.
I landed on a muffin, a big muffin.
Yeah,
Landed
you
on
might have
muffin.
landed on a muffin.
Or maybe a big dough.
All right. While the folks in the chat are invited to go to town on what you think happens to Jack in the meantime, before the rest of the party can intervene, I'll be interested in your suggestions. Let's go back to the rest of the party.
Okay.
Muted, sorry.
So everybody's in the fleeing direction. It's that way.
I would like to do something while I flee.
This is reasonable. What would you like to try to do while you flee with blood in your eyes and a headache?
The only thing I could think of is to cast some magic.
Yeah, you could cast some magic.
Specifically, I would like to Bar, a place, or portal to a specific type of person or creature.
Okay.
Specifically, animated confectionery. And the place is this here path we are running down.
Ah, to stop any baked goods from being able to pursue you.
Yep.
All right,
Yes,
roll
sir.
that.
Use magic. Submit.
Ah.
Submit. There's a 10.
Okay. Yes, this stretch of grassy slope is barred from... How are you defining this class of creature?
Animated confectionery.
Animated confectionery.
Yes, and I'm doing it. My vision is bloodied, and I probably get some blood on it. But I take my book of my grimoire of warding and defense. Hold a hand out while reading from the book, and I'm casting the magic and running through it.
Hang on. How many of those -1 ongoings did you apply to that roll?
Neither. Oh, not one of them. But I don't think. I think.
So
only,
you
I think
are
since I still am
fleeing.
running away.
You are
That
fleeing.
is a
I think
-1.
that this is compatible enough with fleeing that you don't need to get hit by the -1 ongoing for the fleeing. Did you apply the blood in your eyes, though?
I did not apply the
Choose
blood
a
on my eyes.
glitch.
That does take this down to a 9.
Unless somebody's
Unless
helping out.
is somebody helping out? If you fail to help out, you do take some of the danger onto yourself, which means the glitch would affect you too.
So the fun part is I used to be the mundane once upon a time.
Right. Starting level characters and Miss Cleary.
Yes.
Are we fighting a monster?
You are not actively fighting a monster.
Damn.
This is a spell to go against a monster we were fighting.
This is a spell to go against something you were fighting. May or may not
Yeah,
have
we
been the
weren't-
monster.
We don't know that it was the animated confectionery that we were fighting in the river. The river might have
Fair.
had something else entirely going on. But yeah, Cal will help out. And that is a 12.
Hey.
And I think, hold on. No, I do not have advanced help out.
It wouldn't have mattered. That just makes it a 12, and I don't have advanced use magic yet.
Yeah, in this case, same diff. Okay, how are you helping out?
She's gonna reach into her pocket and throw something usefully magic-y.
Could it perhaps be a handkerchief to wipe my eyes?
I feel like the most appropriate magical tool right now is a handkerchief.
Yeah, sure, it's a handkerchief.
An embroidered
Perhaps
Just pulls out a roll of bounty from her cargo pants.
But yeah, wipe. Looks down at my blood. Huh, useful resource. Then uses it in the casting. Burning it away to produce.
Okay, cool. Does using it involve chanting at it, dropping it in the path that you don't want to be followed, vaporizing it?
That one. It sparks and ignites in purple light, and then I throw it into the path ahead of me to brambles and stuff to stop them from
Ooh,
following us.
brambles. Yeah, nobody's gonna question a few more brambles of Himalayan blackberry. Frickin' everywhere.
Frickin' everywhere. And specifically, they have confectionery cutting thorns. But yes, I am hobbling after the party and need something to help me not get caught.
All right, well, magically invoking brambles has never gotten out of hand in the past. So hopefully it won't this time either. Magic.
Ooh, I have an idea. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Cool.
Thank you, Cat.
You have successfully gotten away.
Are we reunited with Lewis now?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Are we still forced to flee, or does that fade at some point?
Ooh, good question.
Are we going back to San Francisco because we're forced to flee?
oh god.
I think for the people who didn't get the full effect, once you're back in sight of roads and cars and buildings and such, the compulsion fades. The others, Mount and Odie, when you re-encounter civilization, you'll get a less panicked, but still seems like a very good idea to flee. And you're going to be taking -1 forward to your... Oh, man. I'm going to pause just a moment because both the people who are getting effects just got called away by family, I believe.
Yeah.
It's going to be -1 forward to the next action that's not fleeing.
Okay.
Hello, sorry about that.
That's okay.
It was a good called away by family.
Cool.
And a quick one too, but I'm back. Hello.
This was good.
I missed oh, there's another person being called away.
Yeah.
Vamp! Somebody make a joke. Talk about things.
Yeah, Cal.
Somebody
Cal's
said
gonna-
dildo in the chat.
Non sequitur.
Cal was going to actually check in with Lewis and be like, okay, that could have gone so much better.
To Lewis?
Yes, to Lewis. And just be like, so don't suppose if you figured out that swamp bullshit's normal for Lodi yet?
You know, I have a sneaking suspicion. What he's trying to do is corral the kids together. And... Okay. Now... I know you all want to get home to your families. I know that you don't want to get dragged off to see doctors or anything. So I want to see if we can get a few of your questions answered. You don't have to stay, but your parents aren't going to believe you. And we do. So, if there's anything you want to know about, you can ask us.
Are any of the kids hurt? Want me to roll luck die?
Good question. Yeah, roll a luck die. That's really reasonable that one or both of the ones in the
Especially when I roll a 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it one or both?
Well, re-roll the one first.
Oh
This
shit!
is Old World of Darkness botch rules. No!
Should I re-roll that one too?
No, you already did it. You already did the 1 in 100 chance. Fuck. Okay. So clearly they just finished fleeing and both of them got the full compel. So they're not wanting to stop. But like Lewis is giving the, let's everybody calm down, there's a middle step here before you get back to your families, take a deep breath kind of a thing, which is getting them to hold in place just long enough that the both of you can see kind of greenish blackish spots that are springing up on their legs where they were the deepest in the river water.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
They're spreading visibly.
Yeah, I'm gonna step forward. I'm gonna stroll forward.
Oh no, we
and
gotta go. Gotta get out of here.
Place my hands on their backs. And I'm
Jump
going
out
to
of the
use...
way. One of the non-river kids will come up and get up in your face. This is like a 9-year-old black kid who is going, "No, you did not just touch my friend. You back off."
Your friends are hurt. I need to help them so that whatever is happening to them, and I point to it, doesn't get worse.
What's happening? Ah!
It's okay. I can fix it. Just give me your hands.
So the two kids are going to be trying to keep going because they're both still under the compulsion. Let's give a little bit of a pause. Nora, you good?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay. Let's give a quick catch up.
Yeah,
So everybody had fled successfully. Lewis was rounding up the kids to be like, okay, before you go back to your families, because they're not going to be able to answer your questions. They're not going to believe you. They're just going to take you to the doctor. Like, what do you want to ask us? And then Pride asked the very logical, an important question of if any of the kids were hurt. And then botched the luck die.
1 and 1.
Holy crap.
Yeah, right. So yes, the kids have these greenish blackish spots. Boil-like spots that are creeping up their legs, the ones that were in the river.
Okay.
And they are trying to flee.
And presumably I'm still trying to flee.
So the other part is the compulsion is less strong now. You're down to taking a -1 forward on your next action that's not fleeing related.
Okay.
You're feeling it,
yeah.
you're hella anxious, you would like to still be moving away, but you know logically that you are safer, and you especially know logically that you have been the victim of the reason why magic is bad.
Yes. Yeah. So...
And I did say that I could fix them if I could, touch them.
Look, we need to stop and think about whether we're going to keep using magic, okay? That's...
I need to make sure whatever's happening here don't finish these kids off. I'm gonna try
now, all 4 kids are freaking out at that phrasing.
It's just
if
like
you
Odie...
want to have the kids stay at all put at this point, someone's going to need to manipulate
Can I roll
someone.
to manipulate somebody?
I would like to... I'm good. I will roll to manipulate someone.
Great, do that. Just let us know if it's the kids to not flee or Odie to stop saying things to the kids.
Kids to not flee.
I
That's a
know.
10.
A 10. Okay. What's your justification why they shouldn't flee?
Like, we are well versed in dealing with this. In spite of my friend's rather alarmist connotations, you're going to be just fine. We can help you. There's no need to panic.
Sorry, I don't mean to sound scary. Like,
If Odie says anything else alarmist, she's going to take his cane or their cane and whack them with it.
Yeah.
I got
They'll
I
give
got
you
the
a
hint,
little bit of
friend.
a little bit of a sullen look, but we'll settle down. The two that are not so compelled will be helping to corral their friends who are. However, there was an amount of yelling that the kids did before all of this. And there are some people responding, some adults looking in, seeing unknown people with some kids. They seem to be heading your way. If you want to handle this in an occult manner, it will help to be occult, is in the original definition of hidden.
I can do that.
It's like, let's get out of the main path and
I think I can make this quick. I need y'all's hands.
If you stay to do the magic here, the mundanes are going to catch up to you.
I'd rather get it done quick and have these kids not hurt than move off somewhere and potentially let the sickness get worse.
Okay.
Or I say in character, let's get this done quick.
Mm-hmm. And the more together kids will be coaching the ones that are shivering and sick and wet and cursed and all of the things. But they'll take your hands.
Yeah, on each of them I'm gonna use the moves devour harm, and if I feel a curse on them, devour evil.
Okay.
So devour harm, touching someone or some creature who's hurt, and mark 1 corruption to completely heal them.
I
But
hear you.
I take half of their harm.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I get a full dose of this hurt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah. I think they both have 2 harm. So you get, because it's 2 different effects, 2 different people, so you're marking 2 harm in total, and 2 corruption.
Yeah.
Ooh, so 2 more corruption. You're definitely getting the fey eyes, the slit pupil variety, and there's just a bit of a glittered light that's hanging around your cheeks. But in regular sunlight, it's just going to look like you put on some glittery makeup. But in relative darkness is going to glow a bit. And you are a little bit more just like baseline attractive, not changing physical appearance overall, but a little bit of that magnetism. People just turn heads a little bit. So It's going to end up being a +1 forward for manipulating someone. And it's going to be a -1 ongoing if you're needing to act. If you're needing to look non-conspicuous in that sort of a low light situation. Maybe even in regular light if you don't get a pair of shades real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Did I need to use
And now let's talk about Devour Evil.
Yeah.
Because yes, there is definitely a curse taking hold. It is something dark and deep. If this power is involved in the situation as a whole, this probably goes beyond baked goods. This is something that doesn't feel like it came from this nice, consensual, reality human world. It doesn't have a firm hold on them. In healing the harm, the curse itself will almost certainly dissipate. The only reason to devour evil is if you want to get that power for yourself.
God damn it, Connor. By the spirits, does that tempting. It would help us figure out what's behind it, too. Yeah.
And you know what I just realized?
Huh.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Just realized is that we're over time.
Oh.
Double cliffhanger.
That's a cliffhanger.
All right. Folks watching and listening in, we are going to be on a weekly basis from here on. If you want to find out what happens next, please join us at this time next week, minus 2 2/3 hours in your local time zone. If you haven't followed yet, do that so that you get the notification for the next streams. The next stream is going to be the second one of our character interviews, getting to know these protagonists a little bit more closely, and that will be before our third session. So follow to get the timing on that. And see you next time.
You're
See
mean,
you next
Connor.
week.
Bye.
See you next
True.
week. Basically.
You always tempt me. I don't have the will for this.